So last night at AEW, there's a match going on between Skye Blue and Rachel Ellering, and Aubrey Edwards was the referee. And let me just read this here from PW Insider about what went down. And this is from Mike Johnson. There was an incident last night at the Ring of Honor portion of the AEW Edmonton TV taping last night. Skye Blue was wrestling Rachel Ellering when a fan in the first row allegedly began making sexually charged and harassing comments towards Blue. When Blue and Ellering battled on the floor on the same side of the ring as the fan, the comments continued, which led to Skye telling the fan to, quote, not be such a pervert, asshole, and then telling him to fuck off, and according to another fan who was sitting nearby. We are also told that AEW referee Aubrey Edwards called for security to have a word with the fan while Blue and Ellering were battling on the floor. The fan who was accompanied by a young child. God, this makes it even worse. Come on. This is why AEW fans are the worst. And this is why I've said it all along. AEW is not a place where children should be going. Anyway, he was ejected from the arena after security had words with him. AEW policy, which is played prior to all events, yes, it is. It's this basically tells you do not shout obscene language, do not shout sexually harassment things toward the wrestlers. AEW policy, which is played prior to all events, requests that fans do not partake in discriminatory or harassing behavior towards performers or other fans. Earlier in the evening, Saraya pointed out several front fans at ringside on camera on Dynamite saying they were creeps. We are told one of those that she pointed to would have been the same fan. We are told AEW officials were praising both Skye and Ellering for keeping the bout together despite the obvious distraction. One would assume that AEW's production will edit around the issues when the bout eventually airs on Ring of Honor TV. This also coming from Mike Johnson here. Rachel Ellering commented on the fan being ejected last night due to the harassment of Skye Blue. She says the speed at which at Ref Aubrey and I got out of the ring last night post-match to get this creep kicked out was remarkable. Olympic medalist speeds. I've never in my career heard such vulgar things being said during a match. Sexual harassment is not heckling. She says, I do want to say this. Thank you very much to the rowdy, respectful fans that came out to enjoy the show. We really appreciate you. This guy wasn't a fan. He was a pervert who should be banned for shows for life. This right here, and then Chelsea Green. Here's another thing. I'll try to post a picture of this one here. Well, actually, I won't post a picture of it, but this right here coming from Twitter user the anti-mark of PW. Oh God, really? Wrote some fatherly advice for Skye Blue and all female wrestlers, and then in capital letters, stop showing so much ass. Try to look more like a fighter than a stripper. The fishnets are fucking corny. You're making these nerds feel comfortable. The Instagram thirst traps, the OnlyFans, and anything like that is enabling them to think that you are just a piece of meat. You effing snowflakes think this is bad? Ask black wrestlers. Oh, God, really? One has nothing to do with the other. One has nothing to do with the other, but I'm going to continue reading here. Ask black wrestlers what they had to deal with back in the days. And I'm not making any excuses, just pointing off the obvious so you could go fuck yourselves. Feminism was about y'all having a fair shot doing what men did with no discrimination, not about showing more ass. Chelsea Green then responded to this guy. Let me get this straight. Our male counterparts can walk around shirtless with tiny underwear on, but we can't wear our outfits because you, mouth breathers, can't keep your dick in your pants. Sounds like the problem isn't Skye and her insanely great body. It's you, my guy. Now, there's a couple things I want to say here. This wasn't the first time a male fan last night did something stupid. Okay? And this isn't the first. This is why I have a big problem with AEW fans. I went to the Revolution show. And as you've heard me talk about on this channel, I almost got kicked out because I was fighting with how do we say this, effeminate gentleman who was being totally rude and obnoxious. I mean, totally rude and obnoxious. And I asked him, hey, dude, could you not scream in my fucking ear and tone it down? And we got into a shouting match, and then I ended up getting moved up into the next section about 4 rows closer to the action, and we got better seats for the rest of the show. AEW fans, and this is why I will never ever go to another AEW show again. AEW fans are the worst group of wrestling fans you can ever fucking imagine. Okay? I know, hello pot, I'm kettle, but their fans are made up of nothing but dadgum virtue signalers who, when get called out on their shit, immediately throw discrimination, but yet they could be annoying as annoying as they want to be. They're also made up of nothing but men ages 18 to daggone 50 who are fat, smelly, neck-bearded idiots. And yes, I don't care if you unsubscribe from me for this saying this. You know what? I'm going to show you an example of what they were doing last night. Now, granted, the thing that this guy's getting ready to do this to looked like they were enjoying it because they probably used they as a fucking pronoun. Just look at them. But this shows you what kind of idiots they have going into their shows. Roll the clip.
What a crowd we got here tonight, Excalibur. They are in a fever pitch, and we are ready to go.
So you see there, not once but twice, he tries to pull the woman, if they identify as a woman. Who fucking cares? It's a female. You got tits. Then again, so does 3/4 of the male audience that attend these shows. But, you know, this shit was, yes, people used to show their tits to DX, but that was voluntary. They didn't have men pulling their shirts down. This is stupid. All I'm sorry, you guys need to be ashamed of yourselves for this. And regarding the stuff that Chelsea Green says, you can the men can walk around shirtless with tiny underwear on. Okay, if FCC would let it, I would love it. As a male with a penis and who loves women, I would love it if the FCC would let you walk around and wrestle topless. Okay, but I thought we were beyond that. I thought the days of gravy matches and mud wrestling and all that was over. So you can't have it both ways. Okay? You can't say you want equality and then sit there and go, oh, but you're sexually harassing me. Now, if you're sitting there at a wrestling show, yes, you go there to watch wrestling, okay? If you want to scream at somebody saying, show me your boobs, I'm sure there's plenty of strip clubs over there in Edmonton that you could have went to instead. But that's not why these women are there. I'm glad that women finally are getting a chance to actually wrestle and work. So this part about, oh, men can walk around, all this and that, I heavily scrutinize men's work gear as well. And yes, men can walk around shirtless, but women can't. Tale as old as time, get over it. Unless you want to petition the FCC to let you do that, go ahead, do it. I invite it. Go ahead. The testosterone side of me says do it. And to this guy, the OnlyFans and the thirst tweeting and everything like that needs to stop. It does need to stop because you're not. This guy is partially right. Female wrestlers out there, I can't take you seriously when on Twitter you're saying one thing and on OnlyFans and Instagram doing another. Okay? You can't exactly have it both ways. But I do agree that going up to a show and screaming obscenities with your kid there, mind you, or with a child present, mind you. You know, there's plenty of seedy indie shows that do their shit in bars around this country where they don't let kids in. Go do that shit there. Go get drunk and do that shit there. And to women, if you wrestle on those type of shows, you know what you're getting into. So don't complain. Well, what are we supposed to do? Not work? Yeah, you can pick and choose where you work. You're an independent contractor. But as far as AEW goes, you stupid, fat, neck-bearded idiots, and oh my god, the women that go to these shows, the women, some of them got beards too. I mean, you know, as I just showed in that clip, the woman doing it seemed to like it. Then again, she probably uses the pronoun they. So, I mean, you know, just judging by the hairstyle. You shouldn't judge people. Oh, shut up. Again, you know, the thirst tweeting and everything else. I mean, look at what Jordan Grace did. She published not one but two books exploiting people who were sending her risque messages and downright, you know, offensive messages on Twitter. She published books and made money off of it. So it couldn't have been but so offensive if you decided to package it up and sell it. You can't have this both ways, female wrestlers. Okay, you can't have this both ways. You can't sit there and go, don't chant, hey, hottie at me, or whatever. I'm sure it was more. If they kicked the guy out, it had to be downright rude, okay? But you can't sit there and go, don't tell me I'm hot and have a smoking body, and then at the same time, sign up for my OnlyFans and to see my hot smoking body. You can't have it both ways, okay? I guarantee you the only reason Chelsea Green doesn't have an OnlyFans or anything like that right now is because WWE won't let you have one. So, again, us as fans need to do our part and be respectful. And AEW fans, I will never go to another AEW show again. I don't care if I could get in for free. I won't do it unless I could sit by myself isolated somewhere. Because I can't fucking stand you. I can't stand the way you act. I can't stand the stupid chants. I can't stand the way you act when it comes to the female wrestlers. I treat females as wrestlers. Okay? I'm not going to sign up for your fucking OnlyFans. I'm not going to sign up for this. I'm not going to fucking pay money to see your tits. It's just not going to happen. If I want to pay money to go see tits, there's far, easier free ways to go see tits in this world. There just is. You want to be a wrestler? I'm going to treat you like a wrestler and tell you, go work on your craft. Go work on your bumps. Go work on hitting the actual ropes instead of, what can I do for my OnlyFans today? Or how many Instagram hits can I get today by showing a little bit more skin? You can't have it both ways. This guy is partially right. Chelsea Green is partially right. Ellering, Skye Blue, Aubrey Edwards, you did damn good by getting that fan kicked out. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Am I being too harsh here by telling you can't have it both ways? I mean, Marvel, the word is X-Men 97 has been blowing up. Okay, I just started watching. I watched the first 3 episodes and now I'm starting to watch the rest of it because I wanted to sit down and binge watch it. The showrunner for that is a gay black guy with an OnlyFans, and Disney fired him. because of the OnlyFans, and because while he's a gay black man, he wouldn't virtue signal constantly for them. You know, there's a guy that doesn't make bones about it. He isn't out there going, respect me for being gay, and then sign up for my OnlyFans. I don't think, he's not two-faced. He's not double, he's not talking out of both sides of his neck. And I hope they hire him back. And dude, don't change for no fucking body. You want to have an OnlyFans? Fine. But don't sit there and woke me up. Because if you try to you be all woke on me at the same time you're doing that, I'm going to stop watching. Female wrestlers, you wanted equality. I get it. You should not be treated like that as fans, because I guarantee you women, let me pose this question to you. Is it okay for a woman to look at somebody like Billy Gunn and go, pull your tights down like you used to do in 1998 so I could see the crack of your ass? No, that's not right either. You can't have it both ways. You just can't. I'm sorry, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I love Skye Blue's cake though. She has a beautiful cake. But anyway, gourmet cake on Skye Blue. Not going to sign up for your OnlyFans, and I'm going to critique your work. Don't do a damn thing to your body. Just work, And she's improved. That's what kills me about this. Skye Blue is probably one of the most improved. Her and Julia Hart are probably the most improved wrestlers female wrestlers from last year. I love her work, and she's beautiful to look at. But I'm sorry, I was raised by women. I was raised by a single mother who said, you better not talk that way to women. Have some class. Hold a door and an umbrella for a woman. Although there's some women out there that go, I don't need no man to do this for me. Well, good luck with that. That's all I got to say. Anyway, I'm going down a philosophical rabbit hole here, but guys, AEW fans, stop being perverts and stop shouting obscenities. Women, work on your in-ring work instead of your damn OnlyFans or Instagram for a change. Both sides have to change. We'll see ya down the road.